Hi, my beautiful Geminis, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and if you're returning, I'm so glad to have you. We're going to take a look at December for all my Gemini placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You should feel more assured and more comforted during your reading. If you end up more confused with more questions and answers, and this is not the reading for you, but feel free to check out your other placements. All right, Gemini, ooh, let's see. Okay, right away we have the shadow, dependence and materialism. There's this energy of you breaking free from whatever this shadow is, whatever this thing is that was holding you back, whoever this person is, whether it was you. For some of you, I'm seeing a scared little version of you that reminds you of you when you were a child. Some of you, you were never listened to, you were always talked over, so you felt, maybe you grew up and you felt like you didn't have a voice. Now you're getting your voice back. Whatever you might have felt was taken from you, I feel like you're getting that back. There's a strong sense of you seeing exactly what the shadow side within you is, and you seeing the shadow side of other people. You being able to perfectly balance out your head and your heart in making decisions. It's like, I'm hearing final ties. You are making decisions as to who's going to make it into the next path in your life and who's not. Realizing that some of the things that you wanted, you only wanted them because maybe you never had them, but they're not actually truly going to make you happy. You're being called to ask what is really going to make you happy in this moment right now, and to make that decision based off of your own heart rather than making it based off of how other people will think, feel, respond, react. Breaking free from something where you were codependent, whether it was you were codependent with a person, you were codependent on something, you are now learning to rely on yourself. You are now learning that you can rely on yourself, that you had the power to rely on yourself the whole time. You maybe just didn't give yourself a chance to see it. For some of you, I'm hearing there's been cheerleaders in the background, so other people who have known your worth all along, who've been, secretly like cheering you on, leading you on, rooting for the best for you. For others of you, you feel like you will go into this energy celebrating on your own, but what you don't see is that there is a new soul family that you will be aligned with very, very quickly. Show me what else. Oh, the Spirit of Swords. The Spirit of Swords with the shadow side. You're being called to go and dig and do the research on the things that you would normally avoid, the things that you have buried deep down, right? You're supposed to dive deep into there and ask yourself questions. You're being called to literally be your own reader. Research yourself, research your sign, research your placements. What can you learn through researching your placements? You can learn a lot about yourself. You can learn a lot about your future, about how to align yourself right now and to be able to more easily access the things that you want in the future. Some would say it's a secret path to life. We all have access to it. I'm hearing, why aren't you using yours? And also for some of you, this is about finally having the faith to get into something, to start something where you would be starting at the beginning. Maybe this is leaving a job that maybe everybody else considers successful, but you're not really happy in that anymore. You want to start something new, which would be taking a risk, and people may not understand that because you've already gotten to such a stable part in your life. But again, the whole energy of December is about the choices you make in them being in alignment for you and not for everyone else. Because yeah, maybe you choosing other people hasn't really done much harm to you in the past, but this month it will. We have the King of Cups and the Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you are like intense empaths and you need to learn to control that. Like, empaths can't just be going around, walking around being the way that they are, because you would barely be able to get anything done. Like your energy would just be continuously drained if you don't know how to work with that, if you don't know how to separate your energy, if you don't know how to protect yourself, right? I feel like you just give and give and give, but there's also this energy where you are giving without even realizing that you're giving. So you're giving more than you even think that you're giving. And what you're already giving, with the knowledge of knowing that you're giving, is already too much. It's like, wheel it in. King of Cups, the Six of Swords. Who are you? What do you believe in, and what do you stand for? Have you been living in alignment with that? Moving away from whatever has made you, has made it harder for you to stay in alignment with who you are, with what you believe in. You're leaving the things that kept you blocked mentally in the past. You are getting the answers that you were seeking. You're finding the answers. You're giving yourself the answers. You're not waiting around for nobody or anything at this point. So maybe this is like really coming into a very leadership role, a very powerful role, whether this is in your relationship, whether this is within your family, within your career, just within your life, your friendships. The Chariot. Some of you that are like struggling right now, when it comes to like needing to break free from a relationship, it will be a lot easier than you think. It really will. It will take a little bit of time, but I feel like July of this year coming up, you will really, but you have to make the decision to let this go by December. And by July, it's like you'll be sailing through life. You will feel free, that freedom that you were seeking, that you may still be seeking if you're still, I'm hearing like you feel cooped up. Somebody feels strangled. Sometimes like just being with someone, like sometimes it's like there's some people where you can enjoy silence with, and some people you can't. Some people it's like you can't even be in a room with them and like listen to your own thoughts because their energy is just too much. And maybe that's like, maybe you live with someone like that. Maybe you have that type of person in your energy. It's very important to limit, the energy and the time that you spend with people that drain you rather than add to your fuel. So maybe this is a move. You're going to be making a move, whether this is moving away from the person you're with, moving away from family, making a move across water. With this Chariot, it's like the magic carpet. Like you will have everything that you need to make this. To make this decision. You won't have it until you make the decision. Once you make the decision, then you'll realize that you actually have all the tools. You'll make the decision thinking, okay, now I have to figure out what I got to do this, do that. But then you'll realize, like, actually, wait a minute, because it will all just kind of like tie in together at the same time. The universe just needs to know that you believe in yourself, right? The Queen of Cups with the World in reverse. Past lessons still related to self-love, related to the, this could also be related to your mother, right? Issues with feminine energy in your life. This definitely could be the one that raised you, the woman that raised you, the woman that you consider your mother, right? Some people consider an aunt or a grandma more of a mother figure than their own mother was. So it's whoever you consider your mother figure. There could be some sort of lesson, some sort of complete, especially if you're not on good terms, definitely this will be the time to get to the root of that, really fix that. Say what you need to say, heal that situation, move forward from it. I feel there is this energy though where it's like, even though you will be moving ahead, you may not, again, like I said, July, you'll be moving forward, you'll be, it'll be amazing. But like, you may not be able to see the work, you may not be able to see your hard work pay off until July. So it's like, it's gonna be slow, then all of a sudden in July, everything's gonna change. So it's like, with this energy, you're gonna have to keep motivated regardless of the fact that you think that what you're doing isn't paying off yet. I definitely feel like there is some sort of like really intense like relationship or connection that is finally like coming back around again, or you're finally gonna really put a serious end to it this time. But I think for some of you, you have to understand, like, you may think it's obvious as to why you're walking away from this or why you would want to walk away from this, but for some of you, you may need to dive deeper into understanding the truth of it. Like, why this connection really wasn't good for you. What about it wasn't good for you? What about it was good for you? Like, have you actually learned the lesson within the connection, or are you just have you just realized that it's not working and, you know, don't really care enough to try, so you're just deciding you're going to pick up and move forward? Either way, you're moving forward, but understand why, so that you don't have the same lesson come in the form of another person as you're trying to move forward, right? Because there's something that you're trying to move forward from without fully have learning the lessons, whatever this is. Oh, for those of you guys, I do have the 2022 horoscopes out. Sorry that it took so long for me to let you guys know here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where I do all of the announcements, and I'm more active on Instagram. But there is a 6-month ahead option and a 2022 forecast available on my website, so the link will be in the description box below. And then I've also added some new items in my crystal shop. So I have sage bundles. This one's Not Today Satan. There's a bunch of different ones with there's different meanings as to why you would use them. They come with floral, they come with different crystals. It really depends on what you're interested in. So if I see a crystal that I feel is drawn for your energy, I will pull it out and let you guys know as the reading goes on. As of right now, I'm not really sensing it. I am sensing one, but we'll just wait and see. Okay. Well, a dead giveaway would be the clear quartz spheres that I have in my shop, as this is literally a clear quartz sphere in the hand. This would be for you specifically then. If you do get that one, it would be for meditation. It would be I'm hearing sacral chakra, crown chakra meditations, but in general, just to like meditate on an answer, meditate on a question that you have, right? To get your own answer. Instead of, you know, how you would ask a tarot reader a question, like you would hold that crystal in your hand, you would ask the question, and you would meditate on the answer yourself. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Definitely this energy of you, like your wisdom is going to be enhanced here. I really just feel like there's this energy where you're going to be, I don't know, maybe you weren't receiving the respect or the acknowledgement that you wanted from others because you didn't see yourself in that light. And now you're seeing yourself in that light, and now the world is seeing you in this light here. I do feel like you are coming into this energy of natural knowledge. I really just feel like this is life lessons that you've learned here, and I feel like you're going to be sharing what you've learned. Some of you could end up writing a book. Maybe you're going to have a podcast. You may do it in a different way, though. I think it's all about how you do it that makes it so creative, regardless of how many other people are doing this. Like, you may talk about, you know, the crazy things that you've gone through, but make it into a comedy, so that it's more of like a healing therapy rather than something so strict or so serious. It's like you're going to put your own twist on this. You're going to put your own twist on whatever it is that you do. You will have so much success by just simply following your intuition. That is where, you know, your mind is a very, very magical place. And if you follow that, Gemini, it will take you to Wonderland. It will take you to Wonderland. Okay, let's just pull one more card. Some of you, you need to get out of your bubble, the bubble that you've created for yourself, that safety net, that secure bubble. There are people that can love the way you love. There are people that can be the same way that you are towards the ones that you love, but you will not have access to them if you are not showing that love yourself. Yes, there will be losses, but of course the wins will be so much more worth it, right? We have the Hanged one, so there's definitely a transition coming in. This card does say sacrifice, but I feel like you guys have already sacrificed what you needed to sacrifice, and if you haven't, then that's something coming up in the month of December. This is definitely this you would know what this is already. It would be that one last thing that you haven't released that you know, and you've been knowing that you need to release. And it's like with this shadow energy, I'm almost feeling like a tower energy as well. So it's like if you don't make that decision, I'm hearing most likely by the 15th, it will be made for you. Also for the 2022 horoscopes, they're only available till December 15th, if I didn't already say that. Okay, so for you guys, what I am seeing here is such strong, I love this for you guys. Okay, I'll just grab this one because I don't have the small one out. But I have Desert Rose, which I love this. It's all about security, protection, especially when it comes to your home, the things that you have, the things that you're working on, your possessions. And then this one, Moonstone, is very strong. But then I also see this amethyst. I have an amethyst on my shop, and it's like the shape of an egg. That's the one that I'm sensing for you guys. So there's those options, as well as any of the sage wands that have amethyst, black tourmaline, or a red rose attached to them. Those are the ones that I would suggest for you guys. Of course, you could pick anything that you are drawn to, but with the energy of the reading, those are just suggestions. And then I have the little crystal ball here. It's exactly what I was talking about. So meditating, and sometimes you just hold the ball in your hand and you just silence everything out, and you'll feel in your body where you need to use that. I always say, like, say out all of a sudden I feel in my head, okay, that's my crown, that's the closest to my crown chakra, so maybe I need to do a crown chakra meditation using this crystal, right? Like, you will intuitively, I find the more you work with crystals, you intuitively start randomly doing these weird things that either came to you in a dream, came to you in a vision, whatever the way that it comes to you, but it ends up being like you creating your own healing rituals as you go. So that's why I'm like so into crystals. And yeah. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Everything you need for personal readings is in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram. The link is below as well. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.